Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Elizabeth with Mad for Macrame, and today I'll be showing you how to crochet this tree basket using Bobbiny's 5mm braided cord. I wanted to let you know that the new Golden collection is now available on my shop, along with a printable PDF pattern and an all-inclusive DIY kit with everything you need to make this basket. I'll link all those in the description for you with a special discount. To make this basket, you'll need a 6-inch wooden base, a crochet hook, either an 8mm or a 9mm, some scissors, a tapestry needle, and a few items to decorate the top of your tree with. I'll be using a bow. Now start with your main color. I'm using golden warm beige, and you want to leave the tail approximately 6 to 7 inches long. I like to make a loop. We're going to attach this cord to our wooden base. So insert your hook in any hole. This will be hole number 1. And you want to put that loop on your hook and pull the loop through. And we're going to chain 1. You want to make sure that you're holding that tail down with your finger on the back so it stays secure. We will use that to close this round later. Now yarn over and pull through. That's your chain 1. Now we're going to work single crochet stitches around the base. For hole number 2, we're going to insert our hook, pull up a loop. Now we have 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through both. Let's do it again. So insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both. Continue working your way around the base, and when you get to hole number 32, I'll meet you back and show you how to close this round. I finished up those single crochet stitches on this last hole, number 32. We're going to close with the tail. So to do that, you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop with your working yarn, then you're going to switch to the tail and yarn over with this tail. Then pull that tail all the way through, and we're going to create an invisible close. To do that, you can use a tapestry needle, or you can just use your crochet hook. I think I'm going to use the crochet hook. So under the first stitch that we created, that horizontal V, insert your hook from the back. You're going to take the tail and pull it through the front towards the back, all the way through. Now we're going to take that tail and we're going to flip this piece over. We're going to insert our hook in the 2 back loops of the last stitch we created through the center, and we're going to pull the tail through towards the back. This makes like a fake stitch. You may need to adjust the loops. You want to make sure that they're the same size as your other stitches. To start round 2, you're going to go back to your working cord. We're done with the tail, and you want to insert your hook in the last stitch we just created. So those back 2 loops where the tail is sticking out, that's where you want to insert your hook. I like to bring my tail over to the left side so I can stitch around it. You want to pull up a loop and chain 1. This will be hole number 1. For holes 2 through 15, you're going to work single crochet in the back loops. So to do that, you want to insert your hook in the back loop of stitch number 2 and make sure you go under the other back loop. So there's 2. Move that tail over your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both. Now continue working those single crochets in the back loops. This is in stitches 2 through 15, and on stitch number 15 we're actually going to switch colors, so I'll meet you back there and show you how to do so. After making a few of the stitches, you can see that the sides can actually be flipped up. This is how your basket is going to hold its shape. So this row right here, you want to turn it up so you can see the V's. These V's are our stitches. Let's see where I'm at. So this first one is the chain, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need to get to number 15. I have a couple more stitches to go, but I wanted to show you how this row actually folds up and your basket starts to take shape. So this is stitch number 13. And now on 15, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to insert our hook and pull up a loop. Now we're going to switch colors. So I'm going to use Golden Natural. You want to create a loop just like we started this basket with. And we're actually going to yarn over with this Golden Natural. So pull that loop through both of the loops that are on your hook. You don't want your tail to be too long so you can hide it behind the stitches. We need to make 2 stitches in this natural, so 16 and 17. Make sure you move that tail in front of your hook so you can hide it. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, and pull through both, just like we've been doing. 17. We need to switch back to the warm beige. To switch back colors, do the same thing. You're going to take the warm beige and you're going to yarn over with it. That gives us 2 stitches at the base in that natural color. Now that we've switched colors back, you're going to finish this round, holes 18 through 32, using this same color. I'll meet you back and show you how to start round 3. I just finished up round 2, and that color change looks pretty good. I don't like cutting the yarn. I think it's a hassle having to hide it behind all the stitches. So I'm just going to leave it attached. And it gives a really seamless look. For round 3, we need to join these 2 rounds. So we're going to use the invisible join. Pull out your hook, make that loop a little bit bigger. In the first stitch from the last round, insert your hook from the back of that V. Grab that loop and pull it through towards the back. Directly below the loop, you'll see the V. It's down and to the right. You're going to insert your hook inside that V. Check the back, make sure you're splitting the posts. And you want to pull up a loop, so yarn over. Now you have 1 loop on your hook, and you want to add that second loop on there too. Now yarn over and pull through both. That will join the two rounds. This will count as our first stitch in this pattern. In this round, we're going to switch to using waistcoat stitches. The waistcoat stitch is just like the single crochet, except for you insert your hook in these V's. So this is stitch number 2, stitch number 3, stitch number 4, and our hook will go inside of the V's. To do a waistcoat stitch, you want to insert your hook in that V, check the inside and make sure you're splitting the post, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both, just like the single crochet. You're just inserting your hook in that V. This is stitch 3, so insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both. You're going to continue working to stitch 13, and then we're going to switch back to natural. I'll meet you there. On stitch number 13, you want to switch back to natural. So we're going to insert our hook, pull up a loop with the beige, switch our working yarn to the natural, yarn over and pull through both. When you switch colors, make sure that you don't pull too tightly. You want to leave these a little bit looser on the inside. Now continue with waistcoat stitches for stitches 14 through 19 in this natural color. And on 19, we need to switch back to beige. So pull up a loop, switch back to the beige, and yarn over and pull through both. By not cutting the yarn, it really makes this color change really seamless. When you crochet around a different color, sometimes you can see it through the stitches. On the inside, these cords where we're switching back and forth, they kind of make like a little tree design. You want to keep those a little bit more loose because if you tighten them up, I'll show you, it causes the basket to squeeze in and it'll lose its shape. So as you're changing color, just make sure to watch your tension and leave these a little bit looser. Now for stitches 20 through 32, continue working those waistcoat stitches in beige, and I'll meet you back and show you how to start round 4. To start round 4, you'll need to join the rounds with the invisible join. So you're going to pull this loop through that first stitch towards the back, insert your hook, it's the V down and to the right of that loop. Make sure you're splitting the posts in the back, pull up a loop, add that second loop on your hook, now you're going to yarn over and pull through both. Round 4 is basically a repeat of round 3 for stitches 2 through 13. You're going to work waistcoat stitches. So insert your hook in that V, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both. Make sure you're splitting those posts in the back. You can feel it with your finger or take a look inside. Once you get to stitch 13, I'll meet you back and we'll switch colors again. On stitch 13, you want to insert your hook through that V and pull up a loop in the beige color. Now switch to your natural, yarn over, and pull through both. Make sure that your color change here isn't too tight. I like to just pull on each one and make sure that the basket is in shape. Now for stitches 14 through 19, keep using the natural, working waistcoat stitches, and on 19 we'll switch back to beige. To switch back, go ahead and pull up a loop in the natural color, grab the beige, yarn over, and pull through both. For stitches 20 through 32, continue working the waistcoat stitches in the beige color. That will finish round 4. And I'll meet you back to start round 5. To begin round 5, we need to make an invisible join. So pull out your hook, insert it behind the first stitch in the last round, and pull that loop to the back. Make sure this loop isn't too big. You can always adjust it. Now insert your hook in the V down and to the right of this loop. Make sure you split the post, yarn over, pull up a loop, add that second loop on your hook, then yarn over and pull through both. That's your first stitch. For stitches 2 through 14, you're going to work waistcoat stitches in the beige color. On stitch number 15, we need to switch to the natural color. So insert your hook and pull up a loop in the beige. Grab the natural, yarn over, and pull through both. Make sure you check your tension. Continue with the natural for stitches 15 through 18, and then we're going to switch on 18 again. Switching back to beige, so pull up a loop in the natural and yarn over with the beige. Continue with stitches 19 through 32 using the beige. I'll meet you back and show you round 6. For round 6, we're repeating round 5, so we need to do an invisible join. Again on stitches 2 through 14, waistcoat stitches in the beige color, and then we'll switch on 14. I'll meet you back for the color change. To switch to natural, we insert our hook and pull up a loop in the beige. Change our color and yarn over, pull through. In stitches 15 through 18, use the natural, and we're going to switch back on 18. Switching back on 18, pull up a loop in the natural and yarn over with the beige. For stitches 19 through 32, continue working those waistcoat stitches in the beige color. Actually didn't hit record on the beginning of round 7, so I inserted this clip to show you how. You're going to join using that invisible join. Make sure you go in the V that's down below and to the right. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, add the second one back on your hook, then yarn over and pull through both. For round 7, you're going to work waistcoat stitches on 2 through 15, and then we're going to change colors on 15. On stitch 15, we need to switch back to natural, so insert your hook, pull up a loop with the beige, switch to the natural, and yarn over, pull through. You're only going to work 2 waistcoat stitches with this natural, so 16, and then 17 we need to switch back. So pull up a loop in the natural, switch to the beige, and then we're going to yarn over with that beige. To finish the round, work waistcoat stitches from 18 to 32. For round 8, we repeat round 7, so start with the invisible join to connect the rounds. For stitches 2 through 15, you're going to crochet waistcoat stitches, and then we'll switch on 15, just like the last round. At stitch 15, we'll actually do our last color change. We need to switch back to natural. So insert your hook, Pull up a loop, grab the natural, yarn over and pull through. Like the last round, we're only going to work 2 waistcoat stitches in this natural color. And on 17, we'll switch back to beige. To finish this round, continue working waistcoat stitches. You can go ahead and cut the natural. This will be our last round of waistcoat stitches. To start, use the invisible join to connect the rounds. Now just use waistcoat stitches all the way around in the same color. There's no color change. I'll meet you back at the end of this round. For round 10, you're going to work slip stitches. To do a slip stitch, you insert your hook under the top V and pull up a loop, and then you pull that loop straight through the one on your hook. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, and then pull the loop through the one on your hook. Keep making these slip stitches until you get to the end of the round. I'm done with the slip stitches. Now you can cut the beige and go ahead and pull that yarn all the way through. Now we need to weave in the ends. I like to create a fake stitch just to give this a little bit more finished look on the outside, and then weave the end on the inside of the basket, then clip it off. Use your tapestry needle, and everybody does this different. This is how I do it. I go from the bottom under this far stitch to the left. I pull it through the top. And then I go back on the inside of the last whole slip stitch. Now you can decorate your tree. Maybe add a bow, a little wooden snowflake, or a wooden star. I like to use fabric glue for the bows and hot glue for the wood. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more crochet basket tutorials.